talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking. I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? That's what I thought. Hey, babe. Listen, Jamie, that's me here. I'm back. I just want to have a little chit chat with the people. I want to talk a little bit about the Hillman TikTok or the HillmanTok University drama that's been going on, honey. I want to talk about Tamara husband because child social media on his R's, just a little piece. And he over there talking about a little bit of fake news or whatever. I guess people misunderstood the tweet that he put out. So people is on her head top just a little bit, right? And yeah, some other things. So I'm actually trying to pull up something that I had. Let me make sure I have it. So when I touch on Miss what's her name, I want to be able to have that here. But there it is, right there. Let me let me pause it. Okay. Let me pause it. All right. Make sure I got it so that when it's time we can get into some things, okay? So, anywho, first of all, first thing I want to talk about is Mitch McConnell because, girl, Mr. Mitch McConnell that came to the people and said, listen, I have finally made a decision that I am going to be retiring. I'm going to be retiring because I've been doing the mute challenge for a very long periodically time, and I was refusing to give up my seat in the Senate or whatever because of, ego purposes in my personal. All right. People had been told me that I should have got the hell out of Dodge about a year or two ago or longer. But, my health issues really started kicking in more seriously. And I have been doing the mute challenge much longer than what I should have been doing. So much so that it got to a point that I was playing freeze tag on ass. So with that being said, it's about time for me to exit stage left. And I'm finally about to do it. And I'm like, Mitch, didn't you say last year, either at the top of 2023, that you was gonna get the hell up out that seat? Like before that election came and you didn't? I don't know, but I don't know why I'm hearing in my head Selena Johnson when she told that lady it's a special place in hell for bitches like you. And that's what I'm thinking in my head a little piece, Mitch. But we definitely, wish you the best on your journey as you exit out of, your position, winding yourself down for anything, getting you a bit of a relaxation. Because honestly, I feel like being in politics definitely brings about a completely different type of stress. And I'm sure a lot of what we're seeing with him and him being on mute and different stuff, struggling to get his words out and things, I'm sure a lot of that stress came from being in that damn political position that he was in. And it's good for him to just go ahead and just have a seat, get the care that he is supposed to get. And good luck to him. I think with him making this decision to exit stage left, conversations should definitely be had about term limits, okay? Age, more so age limits is what I'm really getting at, all right? By a certain age, I do think that one should tap out. If there is a certain retirement age, like there is an age that people can retire, I think you need to apply that same age for individuals in the government. That's just me. I really don't think that age, and y'all, and I pray to get that age someday. I do. I pray to make it that far. But I do think at some point, at least by the age of 70, and you got some 70-year-olds that's out here still doing well for themselves, still looking young, still doing good, right? It's all about taking care of your body in the younger days, right? However, I do think at least by 70, it's giving tap, 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 tap out. Do not tap in. Do not tap in. Okay, you need to be tapping out. Make a tap out, tap out, tap. Yeah, you need to be hitting that tap out stage and just go sit yourself down. You have done enough in Congress if you've gotten the chance to be there long enough. I just think that they need to draw the line on that. I think that should be applied to all roles in Congress. In my personal, even presidency, I think there should be an age time stamp on that as well. Also, I'm thinking about Supreme Court justices because aren't they typically put into their position for a lifetime until they pass away? I don't think that should be the case anymore. But being that, we have a certain person in office, child, That's not going to be changing no time soon, on top of, a lot of the individuals we have in, Congress right now. I'm sure that's not going to change anytime soon, but it sure would be nice. It sure would be nice if there were a bit of like, okay, you could do about 2 to 3 decades, then you're gonna have to get up. You're gonna have to get up. You're gonna have to get up out the seat just a little piece. That should be the type of change that we have. It's been so many protests and different things going on. Like, people don't want an oligarchy, and it's like, girl, I'm with you, but bitch, I'm not finna march with you hoes right now because I did my marching when I went and voted. However, the people is upset. They've been down there, Elon Musk been out here running things with his company. Is it called Dodge or Doge? I'm not even sure which one it's called. It's giving Dodge just a little bit because we need to be dodging it. But he hasn't even been formally placed into his position and over here making all of these changes and stuff. And I feel like it's so much that I need to go back and just like look at, because I see stuff on my timeline and I'll save it with the intent to do my own research behind it versus just taking it, for face value. And I just don't have the time to always go back and just look at that stuff. But hopefully I will, because I'm like, girl, what the hell going on? All right, you got people saying, oh, this is amazing what he's doing. It's absolutely amazing that he's finding all of this money. And it's like, it's so ironic that he's finding all of this quote unquote money as people are also being laid the fuck off. Left and right. Left and right. So it's like, is he finding the money or is he releasing people from their positions? And that's how he's coming up with the money. And then when you find it, where the money going? What's happening? What's really going on? What's tea? But anywho, it's so many things that's happening. It's just a lot going on. But Mitch will be getting the hell up out. He will be sliding to the side. Good for him. You guys can leave your thoughts and comments down below on Mr. Mitch. Finally, I feel like he should have did that years ago, but here we are, honey. Here we are. Next up, what I want to chat about real quick is 50 Cent. And it's not even a whole lot that I want to talk about with 50 Cent and Meghann Cuniff. So for people that don't know who Meghann Cuniff is, Meghann is I would say like a journalist, right? I think she was writing for, I'm not sure which news company she used to write for, but she pretty much provides a lot of details because she can get access to go into the courtrooms and things. And when it came to the Tory Lanez and the Meghann the Stallion case, she was in the courtroom. She reported on it. A lot of people did not like her for her reporting and things of that nature. Okay, she has since gone on to report other things such as Jay-Z and the case with Tony Busby that eventually led to being dismissed or dropped completely. And more recently, ASAP Rocky. I didn't really follow the case. I'm not crazy about ASAP one way or the other, and didn't really give a damn what happened to him. I hate to say that because ever since he kind of distanced himself with the black community in a sense, then took his ass overseas and got arrested, and they reminded him that he was a black nigga, and then now back over here in the United States, you're reminded that you're yet again just a black nigga because you are sitting in the same place having a trial as many other black people that are not at your status or likely having or can have. Like, you ain't nothing but just another nigga. Anywho, child. So with ASAP, he was on this trial or whatever, and 50 Cent felt like he was gonna beat the case. Like, watch what I tell you. Like, he's gonna be found not guilty. He's gonna beat the case. I bet y'all 50 racks. Well, Miss Meghann decided she was gonna slide down in that man comments, and overestimate whatever it was. Maybe she saw it as, oh, my comment is just a random comment like anybody else. Maybe she didn't think 50 Cent knew who the hell she was to leave that comment. Maybe she was just commenting like other folks. I don't know. But instead of saying, I doubt that, I think he may be found guilty, or I don't know, Miss Ma'am decided to say, I'll take that bet. Honey, 50 can see the coins all the way from here. Because, bitch, he got on your ass and he said, listen, Meghann, knock who's there, you with your dumb ass. Come to the front and give me my fucking money. That's what I want up out of you, girl. Give me my motherfucking money. And of course he was going to call her out because I think at one point, 50 Cent, was not fully team Meghann in the situation. And I think that he probably also didn't like how, And I'm talking about Megan Thee Stallion when I say not Team Megan. I think he probably didn't like how Miss Cuniff was reporting on things. But after, I think either after or right before Megan's documentary, I think that's when 50 kind of had like a change of heart and he started getting more information, more details. And he was like, oh, yeah, hell no, that nigga, like, yeah, no, he did that or whatever. But I still feel like he may have like a little piece of a vendetta against her, or maybe dislike this woman for some reason. And so I feel like if any other random person probably was like, oh, I'll take that bet 50. He ain't care about them. He ain't know them. But she has made herself, known with reporting on, urban cases. And he made sure to call her bluff. Like, BIT, you want to put yourself up in here in some business, they get up in the business, they give me $50,000. And why do I feel like 50 Cent is that petty to where I could see him trying to find out if he got a case just to sue her to get his 50,000, all because she wrote a comment talking about something. I bet. Okay, talk about I'll take that bet. So I wonder if he's able to be like, I don't know if he's able to do it, but 50 is so petty that I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go and figure out a way that he could get his coins up out of her. The same way he took Sierra to court over her SCX tape that he posted or whatever. And she was the one that had to end up paying him, child. So are we talking about 50 Cent? That he will, where there's a will, 50 will find out a way. And that's what we talk about. But girl, listen, child, ain't that something? Girl, look, that got me being more careful myself. If I disagree with somebody and it's a bet, really, I'm probably not gonna say that anyway. Like, I take that bet. Like, I'm probably not gonna say that. I'm just gonna look around, watch, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a post here, there, comment, whatever. But let me make sure I don't challenge no damn body. And they know who the hell I am. And they be like, Jami, what my 10 racks? I'm gonna be like, because I fuck around and give you different types of racks. You know the racks you see at the clothing store? You will get 10,000 of those, bitch, because you will not be getting $10,000. You got me fucked up. Okay, Meghann, you better get smart. Okay, you better get strategic. You better get creative. Okay, you better get that man that monopoly money and stop playing with him. But anywho, child, that's what's going on with Miss Meghann Cuniff, all right? Done wrote a damn check the ass literally cannot cash. I hate it for her. Good luck. Okay. Next up, child, we gotta talk about Miss Tamara Mowry, honey. I have got to talk about her just a little piece, okay? And before we really get into Tamara, Tamara, I want us to get into something that Tamara said many years ago.
I get what you're saying in the sense that, like, there are some people who think that my husband is racist because he worked for a certain channel. I'm gonna look in that camera right there and let everybody know my husband is not a racist.
Boom, and you will defend that.
And that is.
I don't know why she said it in that tone of voice, but girl, the people have been on Tamara's arse, and primarily that husband, okay, for many years. All right, I remember there was a post that Adam did a few years ago that was about, a lot of us. I think it was around the height of things happening with George Floyd's passing and, his death and it just everything, the whole Black Lives Matter movement. It was a lot of things going on about injustices and cops unaliving a lot of our people. And, when it came down to it, people were not open and willing to celebrate 4th of July. Right. So Adam wrote this long, extensive post about how he felt like people should celebrate it and we're all American and this, that, and the other. And some people were like, that's not my holiday. And he's like, what? This is everybody's holiday. So it was just a lot of stuff. People was on Adam's head top. And, they were clocking his tea and calling him out because Adam has done certain behavior, done certain things for people to be like, yeah, I don't know about that man. And, that's why Miss Tamara had to come out and she had to, defend her husband as she should. That's the father of her children. She was going to do that anyway. She said her husband is not a racist, okay? Now, I don't know if Adam is or isn't. IDK, okay? I'm not here to say he is or isn't. I don't know. All right. But what I will say is Adam is definitely going to ruffle some feathers, child. He is going to get out here. He going to say he going to do some shit that people is not going to like. And let us get to the latest thing that he said, all right, as we're getting into politics. So what they're saying is, let me hop over here. They're saying breaking. Trump administration may ban the use of food stamps for purchasing junk food per NYP. All right. So that is what they're saying. Now, my thing is, I don't know if you guys should necessarily ban it, because like what are we trying to accomplish? And this is what I talk about when I say that I need to go and I need to do further, research and read into the articles and stuff versus just the headline to see like what are we talking about? Like what direction are we going? What is the method? Like what is the reasoning for this? Why are we trying to restrict it? Because if you're trying to restrict it in an effort to have healthier individuals out there, then they're going to get that food anyway. And if that is the case, and you're focused on the health of the American people, and you don't want some of the people to have easy access to these type of foods or whatever, then ban some of the products within the foods. All right, not just ban the people from purchasing the foods with their stamps, because they probably gonna do that anyway. So what do you want them to buy? But anywho, that's what he says. So then Adam comes out and Adam says this, y'all. Adam says, as a kid who grew up in a neighborhood grocery store, grocery stores, he grew up in neighborhood grocery stores since I was 5. I can't tell you how many times I saw people come in and buy crap food for their kids with food stamps, then open the wallet and use cash for liquor, beer, wine, and cigarettes. Then there were those who would repeatedly buy a lemon or lime, get the change, walk out of the door, throw them away, and do it again until they had enough change to buy cigarettes or alcohol. As a kid, it pissed me off because there are some people who could really use the help, and then there are these others working the system. Okay, so this is what Adam had to say, and a lot of people were not feeling Adam. Okay, a lot of people weren't feeling him. Someone says, yeah, you could have sat this one out. All right, you had a vineyard in front of your house and you decide to patrol the corner store for food stamps usage. Nah, you can't sell me this line. Okay, you can't sell this to me. You want to sit up here and talk about what people were doing with their money and their stamps, and you're so focused on that when you had a whole winery where people likely were coming to get drunk the hell out at your spot. I'm just telling y'all what the people saying, okay? All right. Somebody says, why would you lie unprovoked like that? Sometimes it's just best to be racist in peace. Child of people. Y'all gotta let me know if you feel like he was being racist or not. I do want to get into some of the quotes and things. Somebody says, Tamara, this is the video that we just got into, okay? Somebody says Tamara was rolling her neck and getting all sassy over this man. Child.
Like, there are some people who think that my husband is racist because he worked for a certain channel. I'm gonna look in that camera right there and let everybody know my husband is not a racist.
Boom, and you will defend that.
All right, her husband is not. Someone says, yikes, you were actually aware at that age of 5, child. That's the part I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, you was paying attention like that at 5? But I don't even remember what the hell I was doing at 5. Okay, I'm trying to see. I mean, I think I was in kindergarten, right? And I just remember, I don't remember a lot. I remember being in class. Everybody got different memories. Maybe that was something that was traumatizing to him. Or maybe that was just a moment he etched and sketched in his brain. People remember different things, right? All I can remember is being in class, being cute as hell. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming up to me, asking me about my hair, because my mom used to do my hair real good. But that's all I can really remember, girl. And what school I went to, like what was y'all thinking at the age of 5? Because y'all might have some concrete memories of things, right? And so the person goes on to say, you were that acutely aware, is what he said. You were that acutely aware at the age of 5 what food stamps were and what people were doing with them in your upper middle class neighborhood? Okay, well, all right, cool. Someone says, so you, Adam Housley, are upset that growing up you watch people spend food stamps on check notes food? Got it, child. Got it. Now let me go back. So Adam says, as a kid, I grew up in a neighborhood grocery store since I was 5. I can't tell you how many times I saw people come in and out and buy crap food for their kids. And what's killing me is you about to buy crap food with your kids. So I guess the issue is more so people buying crap food with their food stamps when that is what the government pretty much allowed them to do. They gave free range for people to be able to buy those things. All they did was utilize what they had access to. They got food stamps. They did not limit what they couldn't get. They could or couldn't get. One of the things I think was limited was like you couldn't get hot foods or something like that. So they expected you to go make your meals or whatever and provide to them. I think there were some places that may sell you pizza or something like that at times, but like you really weren't supposed to get like a hot meal. You had to go and get your stuff. So you more upset with them for what the government allowed them to have access to. And better believe if they had access to liquor, beer, wine, and damn cigarettes, their ass would have been using that too instead of using their damn cash. A mess. So then let's see what else. Oh, child. Now somebody said, so you've been a racist since you was 5 years old. Ooh, I see why Tamara married you. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Now y'all didn't have to come at her like that. Now, like, whoa. That's crazy. Somebody says, yes, the corner stores of Napa Valley and Sonoma, famed for its poors and welfare abusers. Oh, and corner stores, can't forget the corner stores that the wealthy sixth generation vineyard children would hang out at all day from the ages of 4 to 12 without supervision. Baby, when I tell you they used on Adams. Wow. Somebody said Tamara is raising non-white children with the bigot. Woo, y'all is on. Whoa, the people is acting up. The people are acting up. You was not worrying about food stamps at 5 years old. So tell that food story somewhere else. Wow. Someone says, damn, at Tamara, girl, they whooping your racist ass man in the... They is whooping him. Adam is a sixth generation from the Bay Area and was born and raised in wine country, growing up with a vineyard in his front yard. Child, the people is winning. Ooh, you don't get change. Stop lying. Not you lying. How would you know at 5 what food stamps are? No kid cared about that at 5. Why would you lie unprovoked? These people are... It is a chuckle. Somebody says this sounds like you made this up using every stereotype ever made about food stamps. You probably think black people are the biggest recipients of food stamps too, don't you, child? Wow. They've been on Adam's head, but I will say Adam tried to come out and he made a statement. And let me see what Adam said. I think he was trying to say that the post that was made or whatever was misread. So let me see where I saw that. Where is it, Adam? Because it was on your page. What did you do with it? He gotta check that out for sure. Okay, so I feel like these are old, but he goes on to say something about his what he had to say being misinterpreted. Is this no, I don't think it, and it needs to be more than 8% and back to help. Okay, Americans again. Okay. I don't know if he took it down. Is this it? Listen, there are some good things the government does for sure, but at all levels, it becomes them and not us. It's supposed to be us. They work with and for us. It becomes the opposite, which has allowed for massive fraud. And there are so many things that have been helped in this country because the money misused, or worse. But what's killing me softly is how you guys will want to blame all of the money misusage on one party, as if there was not a history of other presidents to come before that time frame. And what is also a bit of a cackle for me is for y'all to want me to believe that a billionaire man that is an immigrant, hello, since we're so upset about immigrants, a man, a billionaire that is an immigrant actually coming to help the people, you niggas is laughable, okay? Laughable for me. But anywho, that is what's going on with Adam. I could not find the exact tweet that he made, but he was trying to say that his tweet or whatever was misunderstood or something, or taken out of context or whatever. But that's what Adam had to say. But aside from that, we do have more that I want us to get into, and that is going to be, let's see here. I don't think we got into Cowboy Carter. Did we get into Cowboy Carter? I don't think we got into Cowboy Carter. And the only thing I wanted to highlight about that were that a lot of people were having issues with getting tickets to the Beyonce concert. And I did get some tickets to go to the Beyonce concert. I actually got my tickets on the day, the first day with the pre-sale. I was able to get in and out within 10 minutes. So I got in at 12. I was like number 400 or whatever. It went down very quickly. I found my seats, grabbed them up, and I got the hell up out of there all in 10 minutes, and I was off by 12:10. But that's just me. That was my experience. It was very smooth, and yeah, for myself, matter of fact, let's just play. I want to play this first, and then I'll get more into details of like, my area and how much I paid or whatever. So let's check this out real quick.
During this week's pre-sale because of massive demand. Buyers had trouble during this week's pre-sale because of massive demand.
TikTok sports content creator Mariah Rose expressed what a lot of Beyonce fans are going through this week.
Dear Lord, pray that this lady ain't playing with me, get my card out.
Documenting every excruciating moment trying to buy pre-sale tickets to the Cowboy Carter tour. You look pretty tense.
I was so nervous because it starts at 12 and then you have to wait in a waiting room, I guess a virtual waiting room. As soon as it's time to go, it's just like, it's your turn, and then you have to fight for tickets.
Tickets to see Queen Bee are being sold by Ticketmaster.
Processing my order, processing my order, processing my order, processing my order.
So you got your tickets, so proof it's possible, right?
Exactly. I'm living proof. You can get tickets. And I was 2000th in line, so you should be okay.
Usher Qureshi, CBS News.
All right. Now, a lot of people got online. And when I tell you they got online, they was dragging the hell out of Beyonce because they were so upset they couldn't get tickets. Baby, Beyonce came back and added another show to Atlanta. I think she had a Thursday and Friday show. Then she came back and she said, okay, all right, y'all, let me add this Sunday show. Then she just came back and added a damn Monday show. For you ungrateful heifers that was sitting up there trying to drag that lady. But yeah, some people were really upset with the tickets because some of the tickets were outrageous. I know I was on the phone with my homegirl, so I was looking for one night. She was looking for another night. And the night she was looking for, I thought she said it was like 2,300 people in the queue. Girl, no, it was 23,000 people in the queue. Because she was like, should I leave? I was like, no. I was like, then you going to lose your place. She was like, I want to go look at another date. And I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah, because it's like 23,000. But I thought she said 2,300. I said, oh, hell yeah, get up out of there. Go to the other one real fast. But I was like 400 in line when I hopped on. And I found my tickets. Now, there were some tickets. I wanted to sit like a bit closer in my 100 section because I'll be in the section 100. And I wanted to sit further down. And those tickets seem to be the same price as what I paid. But I don't know if I zoomed in. I don't know what happened. But then all of a sudden, that price range, like it changed. It was like 400. So I was like, huh? I was like, okay, like I'm sure, okay, whatever. So anywho, we ended up not getting like further down like I wanted in the 100 section, but we're like kind of like in the middle or whatnot. And my tickets was like $200 and some dollars. It wasn't more than $250. So I think it was like, actually, I think it was $240. Was it $240? I think it was like $240. But my tickets weren't even a lot in the 100 section. But I'll be there, and yeah, we were able to get our tickets. I was trying to look around and stuff like that, but I ain't. Now, one of the sections I was trying to get, it ended up getting snagged up much faster. And I was like, oh, dang. So let me go back to the other side, same area, and just snag those tickets before somebody else swipe them up from me. But the tickets was going like, they was getting swiped the hell up really quickly. Don't get it twisted. However, when I was able to get on there, it wasn't like outrageous. Like I've seen some prices that were like 400 and something. Like I saw somebody over here on TikTok saying like the upper high, because I'm like, if I gotta go beyond the seats that I'm just not gonna go. I just watch the shit on TikTok. But the seats damn near in the roof, those tickets was like $200. So I guess those were the resale prices. So they gonna have to do something about that. I already thought that Ticketmaster was involved in like a lawsuit or something like last year over their stuff. And you know what? Some of those tickets got hacked. last year, where people thought that they had, or was that the year? No, I think it was last year. Was it last year? People thought they had access to their tickets, and then the day of, they did it. Like, this stuff got snatched from them. They were trying to go to a concert, and tickets gone. Ticketmaster really couldn't do anything about it. It was crazy. And I remember going to my account, and it was like I was kind of like locked out. And I think it was asking me to send something to a number or something. I can't remember, but I was able to get back into my account, and I had my damn tickets. I know that much, okay? Period. But they have a lot of issues with people being able to scam and snatch folks' tickets. It's just not for all of the fees that Ticketmaster makes you pay. They are not good on security and securing and locking in people's tickets and stuff, and preventing their accounts from getting hacked and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they need to do a better job with that, and they also need to get the bots and shit under control. At this point, I am believing that there are no bots. Ticketmaster is the bot. Okay, Ticketmaster is the bots. They are the ones that snatch up certain seats, and in my opinion, and they are the ones that are reselling the shit back to y'all, making it think that it's somebody else. Like, nah, I ain't know nobody but y'all motherfuckers. Okay, it ain't no damn bots. And they be doing this stuff trying to act like, like when they send you a special code or whatever so you can get access. That appears as though they're cracking down, right? They're cracking down on things. You can't have more than one device. You can't be logged on more than one device. They try to make it appear as though they're trying to crack down on all of that stuff, but they really not, because I feel like y'all are the bots. Y'all are the bots to snatch up the seats and overcharge people. And then also y'all be adding all these extra fees that are unnecessary, in my personal. And they had a lawsuit at some point, and I don't know where they stand with that lawsuit, but I hope that y'all lose. Yeah, so that was in May. That was in May. Justice Department sues Live Nation Ticketmaster for monopolizing markets across the live concert industry. So yes, they are like the only go-to, really. The only go-to to get your tickets primarily. And I'm glad they getting sued. So we'll see if there's going to be any changes that's going to come about. But I feel like people don't care about the American people anyway. So good luck to us. But let's keep going. What else is there that I have not talked about over here? Lonzo Ball. All right. Get into Alonzo Ball real quick. Y'all know we talked about his brother Jello that's over there, got them 2 kids with Nikki Baby, but out here with a whole nother woman. Yeah. So I was questioning in one of my videos, I was like, I wonder what's going on with Denise, the baby mama. All right. So his daughter, I believe her name is Zoe, cute little girl. So I was like, what's up with her? What she got going on? Of course, LeVar Ball kind of mentioned, y'all know LeVar got his foot amputated. That's crazy. So he kind of mentioned that in one of his interviews about how he don't really see his granddaughter that much, and he doesn't really like Denise's family and how they kind of operate and stuff when it comes to the parenting of the grandchild and stuff. So he just kind of like stay away. So I was wondering like what's been up with her. I would love to hear from her. Well, what they're saying is she's supposed to be joining Basketball Wives. A lot of people don't watch Basketball Wives, but I might, slide over there and just tune in just a little piece and see what's going on. I don't know if she's going to be like an active member of the show or if she's going to be like a friend of, but we shall see. We shall see. And now that it's being said that she's going to be on there, I wonder if Lonzo is going to try to hit her with some type of contract saying, oh, you can't, divulge this type of information, or you can't go into detail about this or that. I wonder if he's going to restrict her or if he's going to allow her to just be free to do her thing and talk, because, it's a part of her story too. It is what it is. But also I question if they're going to bring on Miss Girl, Lonzo, Denise, Lonzo baby mama. Are y'all gonna also bring on Jello's baby mama, Nikki Baby? Child, that's a piece of messy there. Cause let me tell you, more than, in my opinion, Miss Denise, Miss Nikki Baby got a storyline for sure. I bet you they over there hitting her up, and she already knows how this goes because she was over there on Love and Hip Hop. Basketball Wives not too different, and the networks aren't either. So if they brought her on, that would be real interesting. The people would definitely tune in if y'all was able to secure Nikki Baby on that show. But unfortunately, what I would not like is that if y'all give Nikki Baby a platform to be on that show, then I do feel like Jello's new girlfriend, potential baby mama, Miss Rashida, is also going to try and get some fame off of that too, because y'all are going to want her on the show as well, because of course that is his new chick. And child, it would just be a recipe of messiness. And I won't say I won't tune in, but it's something that would definitely get me tuning in, because Evelyn Lozada doesn't really do it for me anymore for me to tune in. Brandy don't for real. Like a few of them over there, they just don't do it for me. But if you bringing in some new girls, yes. Okay, but y'all new girls, should you come on Basketball Wives LA, don't get comfortable, because I don't know if they get jealous or what it is of the younger girls and don't want y'all to have a piece of the pie. But just don't get too comfortable, high key, because the way they did the girls, Basketball Wives Orlando, and it was actually a good show to me, refreshing a bit than seeing these same ladies being on the same shit they was on about what 7-8 years ago. Like, yeah, no. All right, give us some new people. Bring in some new. Bring in the new. All right, y'all paved the way for the new, and we would like to see it. But don't get too comfortable, because you may not stick around long the way these ladies act. But anywho, honey, to Miss Denise, girl, good luck. Okay, good luck to you. Next up, I want to talk about HillmanTok. All right, we got to chat, girl. We got to chat about that. Just a little piece, okay? So HillmanTok came along by way of accident, just a bit. Okay, HillmanTok came along by way of accident with a real professor that goes by the name, not goes by the name, but her name is, okay? Her name is Dr. Barlow. Not sure of her first name, and she did tell us which school she teaches at, and I'm so sorry that I cannot recall it at this particular time. But Dr. Barlow put out this post, y'all, and when I first saw this post that she did, it was like literally, like I think she had just had like 25,000 views and maybe like 2,000 likes or something when I first saw the video, and I hearted it, and I was like, okay, I'm like, is this like, is she really finna, teach us, or is this like for a class? And I said, nah, can't be for no class, because why would she put this on TikTok? Teachers aren't teaching on TikTok. So I thought this was a moment with us getting this new person in office. I'm like, okay, so this is a moment where a lot of people are craving to learn more about, African American studies and things that they may not know. I feel like we learn new stuff every day, okay, when it comes to us. So I'm like, oh, this will be dope. So of course, I follow. Girl, I look back up, she had like 1 million views. I said, now what the hell going on? So it just went crazy, right? So she did this video.
Introduction to African American Studies for the spring semester. My name is Dr. Leah Barlow. It is cold outside, but I really wanted to quickly get on and just show my face, introduce myself, share a little bit about me and the course. Ahead of your homework being due tomorrow, and whatever else I post over the remaining of the semester. So a couple of things you should know about the semester. Number one, the way that I teach this class is a little different than some of the other professors, because
I'm not going to play the whole video, but you guys are going to have to go. Y'all could go over there and look through her page. She got about 4 million views on this video, so y'all may have already seen it anyway. But very beautiful woman, very articulate. Love the way that she talks. Yeah, Miss Girl been getting her shine. Yeah, love it. So I think people thought she was doing it as a joke. So then she gave homework, y'all, and I had never seen one of the episodes, which was the show that Danny Glover was on. I forgot the name of it.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna have you screenshot this. If I don't do this right now, and I apologize for
Did
the
she
lighting,
have I think she put it up here
right now. I'm never going to do it. So
well, there was an episode of that was it Atlanta? I can't think of the name of what his show was called, but I think it was Atlanta. But anywho, I went back and I watched the episode. It was good. I was like following along with some of this stuff. And yes. So basically a lot of people, different professors, a lot of people around TikTok started to chime in, and they was like, oh, she doing a class? Well, let me do a class. And a lot of people saw this as an opportunity to market, and I think it was a great opportunity for people that are trying to market, whether you're trying to educate folks, whether you sell a certain product and you're trying to educate them about their skincare, whatever it is, it was dope AF. All right. And then everybody joined in on it. And a lot of people were calling it HBCU, like TikTok HBCU University. So it went from different names, TikTok University, TikTok HBCU University, to it being called HillmanTok. So this woman created it. Girl, she did a whole website, everything. So this woman, I do believe, is the one that created HillmanTok University. After a lot of people started to pitch in, I'm talking about, it was so many courses, so many people talking about it. And I hate that it kind of faded from my timeline. So in order to find it, sometimes you got to go and type in HillmanTok in order to find it or whatever. And so it looks like this girl may have created, I don't like the idea of trying to actually make it a real thing in a sense. Like, yes, it should be real as in a community, but not real as if you're trying to make this an actual university. I don't really like that. But she created this website, it appears. Child Sierra Hinton. So she got an administration, all the courses and stuff, which now this right here was kind of dope. To see all of the different people, because this other chick, she was keeping like a spreadsheet of everything, and you could just go in and find people's TikTok pages that were teaching different things that you may want to know, whether it's about financial literacy or any of that, stocks, all of that. It was like so dope, and it really helped you find people and the community of what you wanted to be around. So it looks like, that was created or whatever. And so it just kind of got out of whack just a little bit, because at some point there was a quote unquote white woman that was trying to trademark the name HillmanTok. And I believe this young lady who created the page HillmanTok, she also went trying to apply for the trademark of HillmanTok as well. The gag is, they say Miss Ma'am quit her job, and we're going to get into just a little piece of that. Quit her job to run HillmanTok to make it a real thing. Girl, if you don't get the I question how accurate and true that really is, right? But let's fast forward, all right? HillmanTok was doing good. People started to have a little bit of drama with the whole adopting, or not adopting, but trying to snatch up the trademark for the name, which was crazy, right? I love the organizing, but nobody organized to that point. And I don't even know if it should have been trademarked or not. Like, I don't know. It's not a real thing, but I guess it would make sense for somebody to trademark it in an effort to prevent it from getting in the wrong hands, I suppose. But anywho, so this young lady, Jasmine, was trying to throw an event. I believe it was going to be in Atlanta or something. She was trying to throw an event, like just like a community event. Anything that people gave, any money people gave, I believe it was supposed to go back to like the community in some type of fashion or something. But the tickets were supposed to be like donations. Like that's how you were supposed to, pay for your ticket by way of donation or whatever, and then link up, meet different people. So I guess she was trying to do like a mixer, a HillmanTok mixer for people to come together, which isn't a bad idea, because I think it would have sparked a lot of different pop-ups in different areas. But the issue is, over time, when that happens, people are gonna try to finesse the system, and it's just gonna get away from what the message is. The crazy thing is, I wasn't expecting it to happen much sooner. All right, so she was trying to do this event, and I guess that this girl Jasmine, not Jasmine, but this woman here, I guess she had an issue with her using the HillmanTok name, because she made it seem like she was one of the co-founders and that she owned the name. And it's like, technically, to me, I feel like Dr. Barlow, I don't want to say unofficially, but officially started HillmanTok, right? Just a bit, with just making that post, and everybody else followed suit. But I guess you are a co-founder by putting a name on it, saying that it's HillmanTok. But I guess because it still was like this imaginary thing, for real, and it didn't really have to be like, I don't know. It's just, it just went to the left. It didn't have to do that. Anywho, so once this young lady tried to do an event, this woman came and pretty much clocked her. All right. There was a guy that tried to clock her as well, but then he deleted his post or whatever. And so this is why Jasmine is coming out, and she's like, listen, whatever was supposed to happen, we're not doing it no more.
The HillmanTok University administration, we've decided to continue forward with the mixer, but we are in fact dropping the HillmanTok name. We want no associations with the HillmanTok administration or anything that they have going on. I want y'all to understand, at no point from me suggesting this event till now have they had any hands or involvement in this event, or its planning, or its funding, nothing. Okay, I want to explain to y'all why we're separating from them, but I'm just gonna let the videos do the talking first.
Jasmine, this is the founder of HillmanTok, Sierra, Cosmic, the actual founder of HillmanTok. I think you got your information wrong, and I don't want you to feel disrespected, so I wanted to formally invite you to come on over, and since you self-appointed yourself as I saw that you were on our page, lurking, getting to know some of our staff. If you felt disrespected by that, I definitely understand. It was no harm, no foul. But before everything gets squared away, definitely hit us up, girl. I would love to work with you. I have definitely been a fan of yours for a while, sis. So definitely hit us up. Would love to work things out before you continue to use the HillmanTok name and go along the tour. Definitely hit us up, okay?
Ma'am, in my personal, I feel like you just fucked up a good thing just a little bit, because you could have just hit her up, DM'd her like, hey, Jasmine, I'd love to be a part of this. Like, hit me up, because it ain't even trademarked yet. So now you just kind of, in my opinion, ruined your own thing because you want to have so much control over some shit that's technically imaginary, I feel like. And if it's a community that was created for everybody to come together, then why would you then try and tell her she couldn't use the HillmanTok? Like, I didn't like the angle in which this woman approached her when the whole reasoning for HillmanTok to be created was for everybody to come together as community, and she was just trying to do a mixer. And she used the HillmanTok name, and in all honesty, I feel like that was an opportunity for your stuff or whatever to be promoted. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like this.
Peace of blessings. Just for clarification, Dr. Barlow is the inspiration, but I am the one that actually founded it. And I do actually have my ticket because my birthday is actually 3 days later, March 3rd, and I was going to use that party as a way to bring in my 34th birthday. Here you go. There's my non-refundable ticket. And seeing that HillmanTok is built on free, accessible education, wanted to show you that I was supporting your movement or your party. Definitely let me know if you wanted to still collaborate. No disrespect, sis. Love you. Peace and blessings.
This is the official HillmanTok response video to my former video addressing one of their staff members for making a call-out video asking me why I didn't have tickets set aside for them, saying they would love to support.
I just kind of feel a way that it's even a fucking staff. Like, am I I could be tripping, y'all. I don't think I'm tripping, though. I really don't. It just started off imaginary. Like, I mean, yeah, things do start off imaginary and then they develop into something else. But if the whole guys is for everybody to come together, why did you have to be so snooty and come at her in that way? Just a little bit. But the question is, did she even consult with them? Like, you know, like, hey, I want you guys to be a part of this or whatever. Like, I don't know. But
I need to have tickets ready for them. Mind you, the tickets are $20 donations for the students. The call-out video that the staff member Percy made about me was reposted to the official HillmanTok page, and then they tagged me. So I was not lurking. Y'all were trying to get my attention. Next point is that all of you were self-appointed. Dr. Barlow made a video on January 20th intended for 30 students, and 700,000 of us saw it, including myself. We all interacted. We all engaged. Class was already in session. We had a teacher, and the students were present. And on the 21st, more teachers showed up. So the school was already in motion before it had a name, which is why a lot of us are confused as to how anybody outside of Dr. Barlow could be considered a founder. Well, you mentioned the goal of HillmanTok is free, accessible education, which is why you're stressing that you purchased a $20 non-refundable ticket. It's non-refundable because it's a donation. And most people don't want refunds of the donations that they make for the students that they claim to be in support of. Between the comment about me using the HillmanTok name and your tone as you say my part.
Now, I will say this, though. I do have a question. Like, yeah, it's a donation that's going to you, but then what are you using the $20 donation for? Like, are you going to put all that money together and actually donate it to a HBCU student for their books or something like that? You know, is it going to be written into some form of a scholarship from somebody for somebody is what I'm wondering.
My movement, I can tell you have a problem with me associating myself to HillmanTok, even though all of us did, because it was supposed to be everybody's movement, which is why it's very strange.
Right.
But I will go ahead and distance myself. I will say, though, that free, accessible education cannot come with a degree, because while I understand you don't have the legal standings to keep me from using the HillmanTok name, you don't own the trademark to it either, and HillmanTok has no accreditation, which means students will have to go to a different school, into a trade, or entrepreneurs until this school gets more organized and gains some sort of legal standing, which is why we are hosting an event to provide the resources that they may need until then. It's called mutual aid. Even though this is unfortunate, the party is still going to go on. We just wanted to give y'all a heads up before you saw the name change via email update or before you go get your hall pass. If you want to make a donation, please just hit the donation button. Leave the actual ticket options to those that are going to be there in person. If you want to be a volunteer, please send us an email. If you want to be a vendor, please go get your spot. We need like 2 more photographers. Also, if you want to be one of the professors on the board of members that reviews the applicants, please send us an email. We need like 4 more of you. Actual applications go up this Wednesday. So if you know a student that graduates in 2025, or if you are a student that graduates in 2025 from high school or from college, and if you're going into a school, going into a trade, or starting your own business, please pay attention, because this is why we're doing it. This is for you.
Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Like, I mean, I think that's dope. And the fact for me is the fact that you want to get up here, ma'am, and you want to sit up here and clock this girl T and to me and kind of like snap on her and act like you're doing it in a polite way. It's killing me softly, because BITCH, you haven't even formed no shit like this. You haven't even created a mixer or set up something to receive donations to be able to help somebody else out that's in school, or HBCU student that may be struggling or something. So y'all let me know. We may differ on an opinion, and that's okay. And we can agree to disagree. But I don't like how this said professional founder or co-founder or whatever of this quote unquote organization that ain't even no goddamn organization or business. All right. Is operating with that. Talking about, say, yeah, you know, she may have initially started the movement, but I actually co-founded I don't like that shit. You pretty much stole her shit then. So if she wanted to create HillmanTok after everything had took place and she saw everybody jumping on board, you went ahead and hurried up and snatched that shit up so she couldn't. Just like you didn't like the fact that a white lady was trying to snatch up the damn trademark to the name. But you did the same shit. So I don't really like that, but you know, that's just my personal. But let's get into her talking about how she quit her damn job to do this.
Virtual university. I never claimed to be the creator of a movement. It sprung up to be a movement everybody to know that my intention with the fictional college or the online university of HillmanTok University was to always just to create a online virtual university. I never claimed to be the creator of a movement. It sprung up to be a movement, and that is beautiful. I've always wanted to shine a light on the community. To anyone that I have offended, like Anna, I thought we were cool. We had our interview, or not our interview, our phone call. And after we exchanged things and we had our come to Jesus moment and our come to Jesus conversation, I thought we were cool. I'm sorry if you still had any unresolved feelings. I thought we were on the same page. And I too apologize to you. I thought that everything was taken care of behind closed doors because I've never once publicly said anything negative about you. But to Jasmine, I apologize. I never wanted to disrespect you as a businesswoman, as a black woman, as a human being. You deserve all of your flowers, and I hope that your mixer goes well. I hope that it is nothing but a success. I cannot change my name from HillmanTok founder or co-founder until February 20th. And again, the name taking off the co was my team's decision because they said that everybody removed themselves and you're the only one left. I've been taking advice from people that might not have had the best intention, and that is my fault. I definitely need to own up to that, and because of that, I am completely and utterly apologetic, and I am at fault for that. And I have to live with that. I am definitely edited. I have always shouted out Britney. I've always mentioned Britney, no Spears, or now it's the Britney Show. But for whatever reason, the other outlets do not shine a light on her. When I do my lives, I mention it's the Britney Show. But when I do live interviews, I mention it's the Britney Show. There's a live interview. I can't remember the name of the publication, but they're in the same umbrella as the Shade Room. But I did a live interview with somebody on YouTube, and I mentioned it's Britney No Spears. Every interview that I've ever done, I've always mentioned Britney and her contribution to the HillmanTok University lore. No one has been pushed out. Everybody that was a part of the original board removed themselves on their own. And I don't know why people are removing themselves and then trying to sling a different narrative. I have proof that people have removed themselves, but I'm not trying to clear my name at all. I'm sorry, I'm losing the plot. I want everybody to know that my intention with the fictional college or the online university of HillmanTok University was to always just to create a online virtual university. I never claimed to be the creator of a movement. It sprung up to be a movement, and that is beautiful. I've always wanted to shine a light on the community. To anyone that I have offended, like Anna, I thought we were cool. We had our interview, or not our interview, our phone call. And after we exchanged things and we had our come to Jesus moment and our come to Jesus conversation, I thought we were cool. I'm sorry if you still had any.
So we heard that part, but I want to get to the part where she sat up there talking about how she quit her damn job. All right, so let's get into her talking about that part real quick.
I wanted to capitalize, but to organize by. Lastly, I never wanted to capitalize, but to organize by creating HillmanTok in the form of a nonprofit organization, so that way this could be one day into an accredited university. I, Sierra Hinton, have not made a single dime off of HillmanTok University. All proceeds of the merchandise store was to go towards the actual organization that would be one day HillmanTok University. Any legal forms, any proper organizational aspects of HillmanTok University as far as like the nonprofit, anything in the back end. But I, Sierra Hinton, have not made a single dollar off of HillmanTok University. If there has been any money made in the name of HillmanTok University, it has not come into my pockets. So I just want to clarify. It would be really hard to do any philanthropic work or community outreach without any proper paperwork or legal documentation, which is why I decided to leave my job as a full-time 6th grade math teacher. And if you are an educator, then you know how hard it is to be anything other than a teacher right now, due to the fact that being a math teacher, knowing how the state of the world as far as math is concerned, math is on a decline right now. The state of education when it comes to literacy and mathematical rudimentary knowledge as a whole, as a country, is hard. So then trying to then organize something like a nonprofit organization would be kind of hard, and that is the reason why I decided to step away from my classroom. And I realize now that might have been a little preemptive of me, and I take a full responsibility of that too. But I, Sierra Hinton, have not made a single dollar off of HillmanTok University. If anybody has made any money off of HillmanTok University, it has not been me. But that was the only reason why I left. It was to try to organize from HillmanTok University, so that way we can have proper legal documentation, so that way we could connect to other HBCUs, other community outreach organizations with proper documentation, so we could connect with other organizations. But I, Sierra Hinton, have never tried to capitalize off of HillmanTok University.
Girl, you done fucked up the thing. Go ahead on, ma'am. Go ahead on, girl. You done turned something that was supposed to be super good into something that's a whole nother damn thing. And I hate it for you just a little piece. Girl, we can't have SHI. That's crazy work. Crazy work. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm sure there's much more drama that may have taken place that I haven't even captured on today. But I hate to leave, but I gotta go right now. All right. So you guys can continue the conversation down below in the comments. I'm Jami, that's me. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like ages. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it.